in this life, there's a lot of things that God wants to deliver you from, or remove their power over you. And it's important that I actually take a minute to talk about that, because it says explicitly in the Bible that Christians are going to have to go through some jacked up stuff sometimes. That we're going to experience some things that we would otherwise not choose to go through. How much power that has over you, though, and how much control it has over your life, and how it affects you, is what you have power over and control over. That the negative things that people do, that the things that they try to subject you to, don't have to define you, don't have to dictate who you are, don't have to define how you see and experience life. Up to the point that death is no longer something that you fear. That you will do, that you are free to do, say, and be who you want to, who and what you want to do and say, up to the point that I'm not even afraid of people putting me to death for having this belief or having this relationship. All of the pressure that comes with people wanting you to conform to what they think you should be. All of the expectations that family, friends, significant others put on you to try to act a certain way or be a certain way, you can be free from all of that. The dysfunction and the weight of bad relationships, of being neglected, of being misused and abused, you can be delivered and have control over all of that. Where somebody not liking you, somebody not understanding you, somebody acting like they don't care about you, is something that does not have to break or deter you and define your life experience and what you see. Bad things will happen. There is suffering, but when he says that I will deliver you from these things, it means that I will one of the definitions that we have in there is that I will preserve you through those things. That your peace, your joy, your sense of self-worth, your belief in who you are does not have to be destroyed and is not subject to other people or to, you want to call them demonic forces, evil, people's ignorance, whatever we want to label those things as you can break away from those things. So, saved, salvation, and then discipleship is the third concept we talked about here. And the reason that I asked who had disciple on their list is because it is probably the most important and least talked about concept of what it means to be saved out of anything that you will hear across the pulpit for your typical church. I won't put all of them in the same light, but generally speaking, being a disciple is kind of almost out of our language a lot of times. We don't really talk about it or deal with it, but it was huge to Christ. What Christ was about was making disciples. I gave you the Greek terminology that a disciple is a learner or a pupil. And let's see, I also gave you the Greek word to teach. They both have the same root, mathetuo and mathetes. Both have the same word or root. So a disciple literally means a person who's taught.